get this started.
Jimmy Neutron, boy genius. And Dexter, boy genius. Wait, both are boy geniuses? There can only be one. I make these and it's my job to go over their origin and
Animation is already looking good.
skills to see who wins in this 4K subscriber special of The Debate Club.
Just a little sodium chloride.
Actually, dude, it's salt.
That's what I said, sodium chloride.
Take a trip to the town of Retroville, and you'll come across a cast of colorful characters. Squawking teachers, overhyper kids with action figures, the nonchalant, and whatever Carl is. He's, yeah. But for the star of the town, look no further than the brainiac peanut head known as Jimmy Neutron. Jimmy Isaac Neutron is anything but your average boy. Well, yeah, he's a boy genius. I mean, how else do you explain the 5-head on the boy? So many thoughts and ideas in there. You wouldn't be wrong, for in the mind of Jimmy Neutron, anything is possible. With science. Taking a page of MacGyver, most of Jimmy's inventions come...
Alright, hold on. Let me read this. Alright. Hold up. Let me see this loading. Yeah, I gotta read something for you guys. Hairstyles due to him being physically incapable of reaching above his head. Okay. This stick. Oh, okay.
from everyday items you can think of, and he'd need them to face off against the sorts of villains such as Professor Calamitous and King Goobot. He's got all the classics: a ray gun, jetpack, teleportation device, hypnosis devices, you know, the usual. But go to his backyard shed and you'll uncover an incredible lab of wonders. He's created a device that can change the size of anything it touches, plants that can eat annoying girls,
Women.
rocket ships that can travel through space, and plenty of robots from robo-parents to Spampton. But no bot from his superpowered mind came close to his mechanical canine, Goddard. This mega pup has got it all. It can fly, shapeshift, track anything, come head to paw with any tool or invention Jimmy needs to deuse his machina. Or it can turn into a giant fighting mech. He can even blow up and reconstruct himself like the Iron Giant. But despite that, Jimmy's amazing inventions have a tendency to have unintended side effects. For example, the time he created crack. No, he did not invent crack. He simply made a candy that was so addictive that it made others start tweaking and constantly asking for, and, it's crack. There's also his brain drain helmet, which lowers your IQ. Jimmy originally created this in order to become normal, but instead it turned him into a bubbling buffoon. Later on, Jimmy converted it into the brain gain helmet to make Sheen smart enough to answer questions on a test. However, this too backfired, and it made him be able to create city-spanning storms and shoot lightning from his hands. That also made his brain grow so big that it would have almost exploded. Oh, Sheen. I miss him. Jimmy also has several deadly weapons, such as the ray gun that can turn anything into cheese. Guess he couldn't handle the Neutron style, but no matter how much sodium chloride gets in his way, he will always brain blast his way into a solution. But we're not joking. The brain blasts Jimmy has are so fundamentally broken.
I mean, if you miss Sheen so much, you can always watch Planet Sheen.
That it's almost like God himself gives him a cheat sheet with the answers on it. Such as the time Jimmy crossed over universes to Timmy Turner and his Fairly Odd Parents with the Power Hour that was going to end when Shirley was going to use fairy magic to destroy both Jimmy and Timmy's universes. And Timmy's universe is infinite in size, with Jimmy's inventions being more than capable of keeping up with their speeds. Not surprising, since his inventions include a nanobot saucer that can data mosh things into digital trash bins and can erase things from existence, and his Quantum Relay 9000, which can fast...
It's also fun.
Data mosh things into digital trash bins and can erase things from existence.
Oh, that's glorify of my comfort character. Oh, you guys can't see it because my webcam's in the way. But yeah, there's like an My Little Pony OC on like the bottom right hand saying, "Oh, that's glorified comfort character."
And his Quantum Relay 9000, which can fast forward, pause, and even send things backwards in time. Lil Bro's got all the JoJo stands wrapped into one controller. Jimmy can grow himself into the size of a planet while still being able to somehow breathe in space. His rocket ship is fast enough to travel across galaxies and dodge meteors, all under a music montage. He's become the Hulk in other superhero forms that can grant him superhuman buffs. His hacking is second to none, like the time he hijacked a satellite to hijack a broadcast. He's even integrated his tech with magic from Timmy's universe. Sort of like a junior Doctor Doom. And Goddard is no slouch also. With the Decimator program, he can grow in size and even become large enough to eat the Earth itself. All of Jimmy's inventions and skills were put to the test against a legion of villains consisting of all of Jimmy's worst enemies.
Beautiful, gorgeous Dexter Voltron T!
How come he said my name last?
From then, Goddard was disabled. Jimmy was sealed away from his lab. His friends were forced into a non-stop dance, and he was placed under an unfair trial. But despite all that, and with a little help from the goat Sheen, Jimmy escaped. And when things got into hot water, Jimmy was more than ready for a comeback. And after a climactic final battle, Jimmy brain blasted a brain blast so blasting that it defeated the villains and saved the day. Later on in life, he calmed down with the invention and became a house husband to Cindy. Some call it a fall off, I call it maturing. But no matter where you are or what the threat may be, even if he stumbles, he'll save the world and make it to school on time. Now say it with me, folks. Who can we count on? Jimmy Neutron.
Tinkle. Ciao.
Tell me, do you believe in coincidences? I only believe in pattern recognition, which sometimes gets me into trouble. Well, what are the chances that in the small town of Genius Grove, yes, that's the name, houses one of the world's smartest minds? That mind belongs to the one, Dexter. Being the youngest in the Dexter family, Dexter was often overlooked despite his brilliant mind. Wait, hold on. Did you say the Dexter family? Didn't he have a last name? Well, it was never really confirmed, however. Some have theorized that it's something like Tarkovsky? That's stupid. So Dexter, no last name here, was very gifted. So gifted, in fact, that he built his own underground base to do all sorts of wacky inventions. Dexter's laboratory, if you will. Yeah? He's got your typical sci-fi inventions like ray guns, rockets, mechs, shrink rays. But he also has a trans-dimensional portal and time machines. But all of his inventions would be utterly ruined by his older sister, Dee Dee. Gotta put a bell on that girl. And it sucks as she does, since Dexter's main rival, Mandark, is constantly berating and talking down to him. Not that he doesn't deserve it, Dexter can sometimes be an arrogant prick at times, so much so that he refuses to believe anyone is better than him. But that usually leads to his downfall. To be clear, Dexter isn't evil, just arrogant. Though his ego isn't unfounded. He's made a backwards belt that can make you do things in reverse, a gauntlet that can control gravity, a helmet that can make invisible force fields, a device that reduces things to its molecules, a time expansion helmet that halts his perception of time to a crawl, a device that turns things into sandwiches, the Ultrabot 2000, whose guns are capable of erasing things from existence, and the subconscious discographic hypnonator. The what? It's a device that was supposed to help Dexter learn French while he was asleep, but instead it repeatedly said the phrase omelette de fromage until it was the only thing Dexter could say. Yeah, Dexter's inventions do tend to backfire in the weirdest of ways, like the one time he teamed up with this robot to shoot Mandark with a shrink ray, but accidentally shot him with a grow ray instead. This made his old chrome dome expand to such a degree that the very universe couldn't contain it. Then it exploded. Don't worry, Dexter was fine. He had an umbrella. Even his quote-unquote perfect inventions aren't immune, though he did become a worldwide celebrity from all the inventions, so maybe it's not so bad. Like the Robodexo 3000. better than any previous models. The most sciencey thing that Dexter's ever scienced so far. It even has a built-in AI. It was
I can tell just by the animation upgrade this took place like during a movie or something.
constructed to face off against the Energy Thief, an alien with the power to feed off energy. During his battle, the sentient AI inside the mech developed sentience too quickly, and it decided to do things solo, which ended up with it getting its energy stolen by the thief. Thankfully, with his trusty and not rusty Robodexo 2000 and the power of the sun, he managed to pop the alien thief. Also, God, the amount of money Dexter must be spending on these inventions just for it to backfire is crazy. Imagine the inflation rate. I must learn more. We must look up Dexter's lab. Do not. But Dexter's greatest asset is his lab monkey. Monkey. He's a meta monkey and considered to be the greatest superhero of all time. Unbeknownst to Dexter, he's got your standard superhero bundle pack: speed, flight, telepathy, telekinesis, an energy shield, sonic screams, and heat vision. He's battled against the planet-conquering Rastlor and the planet-consuming Barbecuer, who can eat an entire solar system. And Monkey just got it out of him. Hey, wait a minute, that's just Galactus. And that's an overly exaggerated and quite frankly offensive iteration of Norman Rad. Yeah, Dexter does like to reference pop culture a lot. Whether it be racing in Tron, creating a Megazord-like mech suit, to even having his own version of the Avengers that are called...
That looked more like Voltron than Megazord. Hold on, let me go back.
a lot. Whether it be racing in Tron, creating a Megazord...
Yeah, that looks more like Voltron.
Sword-like mech suit, to even having his own version of the Avengers that are called the Justice Friends. And later on, Dexter would even get his own comics by DC? Get your comic companies right, Dexter. Oh, I get it. Dexter Comics. Oh, that's not going to cause legal troubles. Well, I'm glad they kind of got it wrong, because thanks to Major Glory and a lot of other cameos, we know that Dexter shares a universe with the Powerpuff Girls, and his inventions are likely comparable to the trio, seeing that his inventions are either on par or better than the Justice Friends. And the girls are fast enough to travel through time. What are these little girls on? Sugar, spice, and everything nice. What's that behind you? Nothing. Anyways, all of his inventions would prove himself and others that cosmic threats are nothing to him. He's fought on par against Mandark, who at one point even uses the Dark Arts. It's magic. And he's even created portals to, and I quote, allow him to enter the fifth dimension. All that just to grab the same comic book he was in to see his own future. And Dexter's no slouch. Apparently the little guy can throw hands. Ain't that awesome? Almost as awesome as the time he became the Hulk. Man, what's with these smart people becoming the Hulk all of a sudden? It's gotta be a trend. He wanted to be the smartest. He wanted to be the best for science. This spurred Dexter to create his most powerful invention of all, the Neurotomic Protocore. It's a power source capable of warping the fabric of reality. With positive energy, it can emit a wave that makes people
This is gonna be his WinCon or something, I can already tell.
geniuses. And with negative energy, it does the opposite. And it's so potent that it made everyone, but Dexter, stupid. But that's hardly all it can do. Using the teletronic matter manipulation, it can create objects out of nothing. And when it covered the...
Wait, this would be awesome if Jimmy just brain blasted this out of him. Like Dexter tries to use this as his last ditch effort, and then Jimmy just brain blasts it. I bet that's
the entire Earth, it turned it into a utopia. But like all of Dexter's inventions, it had an unforeseen consequence. The energy it was supposed to create was positive energy, meant to make Dexter a god of sorts. But instead, it became negative energy that covered the world and made Dexter into an evil villain. While Dexter's always a bit rude and arrogant, he ultimately means well, and he wanted to help others in his own way. But this time, in a fitting twist of fate, it was time for Dee Dee to help Dexter save the world by doing what she does best. Yeah, that's right. Mess up all those inventions. By pressing a big red button, she shut off the negative wave, saving humanity's future and her dear brother. While his inventions may have failed yet again, so long as he picks himself up and breathes in the sunshine, with his computer on tow, Super Monkey by his side, and pesky sister to always make sure things are messed up, he'll make sure to pick himself up and head straight back to the lab again. All right, it's time. Both combatants are ready, and it is time to put the debate to rest. Welcome, one and all, to the National Science Fair Finals. First up, from Genius Grove, Dexter.
Thank you. And now to present my project. I give you a baking soda volcano that can sustain itself infinitely.
That's cute and all. But check this out. Not only can this potato transfer its energy to this light bulb wirelessly, but it can also project negative light!
It's not that cool. Like, why make a light that is such an eyesore? Pretty stupid.
Compared to your invention, your project is just a toy.
Huh? Huh?
Gotta go! Got a blast! You small nut scientists, give me a break!
Gravity. They don't call me boy genius for nothing. Huh?
Howdy! What's up, man? God darn!
Go first, then. As if I will scoop down to a monster.
What the? Alright, let's wrap this up.
Defeated!
Nice. Play dead.
Monkey decimated!
All right. Now for the coup de grace.
What does this do?
Hey, give it back!
I'm sorry, Jimmy. I tried to stop her, but she kind of put the moves on me.
Ah! When that girl was eating the auto pooper with her. Oh, my face. Where the heck are we?
This battle is absolutely amazing, I gotta say.
Oh, look at that little pipsqueak. I miss being tall.
Taller. That's it! Feeling gloopy. Pink.
Come on.
Brain blast. See Dexter, eat Dexter. There's only one foolish one. And it's
So sure of yourself, are you? Unlike you, I didn't ever need help to be the smartest. I already was that. You're right about one thing. There's only one boy genius. But it was never you. Activate shrink ray. Got a blast.
But wait a minute. So, who won the science fair? It must
Perfect.
still be up for grabs. Hold on, give me a second. This fight was not an easy one to figure out. Well, Dexter and Jimmy had so much going on that figuring out a winner was beyond difficult. To start, raw stats weren't entirely relevant here. While Jimmy's tech was more powerful, comparing it to fairy magic, which can destroy a universe, Dexter has also survived universe-bursting things as well, thanks to surviving Mandark's head growing to universal scale and popping. What is that umbrella made of? Both Jimmy and Dexter had so many other win conditions like transmutation and existence erasure, so power wasn't super relevant here. Speed could have been relevant here, but both evened out, giving both could match their crossover counterparts, which would give them equal feats. So, with both having win conditions, who would be more likely to pull them off? And who had better defensive options? For that, we need to go over their intelligence. Both are engineering geniuses who can make just about anything. Jimmy's Brain Blast could give him the edge, but Dexter is just as crafty, and both have had their fair share of embarrassing moments. However, a lot of Dexter's screw-ups come from Dee Dee. Not all, mind you, but a good majority are her fault. Jimmy, meanwhile, has let his ego get the better of him multiple times. While the Brain Blast could even out the score, he'd be playing catch-up until then. And don't forget, Dexter can create things that can operate on a fifth-dimensional scale. In terms of their direct support, Dexter held the advantage. While he didn't know of Monkey's usefulness, Monkey has so many more powers to easily overwhelm Goddard. Not to say Goddard is useless, just relatively more limited than Monkey. But the biggest nail in Neutron's coffin was the Protocore. It's really overpowered. It could lower Jimmy's IQ, block Jimmy's win condition with Reality Warp, or just delete him out of existence.
I guess I shouldn't have just assumed that Jimmy would brain block that out of him, considering his own invention within his verse could erase his intelligence, or at very least just reduce it. And that cap that he uses is weaker than Dexter's invention, so it's not too hard to, yeah.
It provided Dexter with so much stuff that Jimmy couldn't actively prepare for mid-fight. Sure, the Protocore has been used against Dexter in the past, but with how similar they both are in terms of speed, it's more of a loose theory than a concrete possibility. Speaking of speed, if you want a more concrete speed feed, and crossover scaling isn't your thing, we could look more into that. Starting with Mr. Neutron. Here we have Jimmy and crew traveling from Earth to the alien planet Yokelis. I hope I pronounced that right. In a couple of days, seeing as that they needed time to sleep mid-travel. Given the time frame and the distance between planets is roughly around 30 million light years, as well as reacting to this very fast-moving meteor, yes, this is what we used, Jimmy can get to high ends over 33 trillion times faster than the speed of light. That's 12 zeros. A truly insane number to say the least. So what does Dexter have? Well, remember the shrink ray expanding Mandark's head to the size of our observable universe? Well, seeing as that it was a constant stream and Dexter could comprehend what's happening during the increase of expansion, we can deduce that Dexter can operate his tech around similar speeds. With that out of the way, how fast was the shrink ray growing that noggin? Well, with the given time frame of expansion being mere seconds, given how it's framed, and being directly described to grow past our own universe's limits, and our observable universe is around 93 billion light years, we have a whopping 32 quadrillion times the speed of light. That's 16 zeros, which would give Dexter the speed he needs to get his own win conditions out more than Mr. Neutron. I'd like to point out that official episode of Dexter was written by a 6-year-old. Thanks, random 6-year-old, your awesome writing gave Dexter the W. Jimmy absolutely had ways to end the fight himself. Hell, we even actually considered him to be the winner in this episode.
Me too. I thought I had it.
But Dexter's consistent intellect, versatile support, crazy Protocore, and 6-year-old scaling gave this boy genius his ribbon. Omelette du fromage, I think. That might just be the best pun yet. The winner is Dexter.
So that's what you have, I guess. Good job, Brandon, 6-year-old. Good job.